So today we're doing a rabbit room tour. Ever since I started free roaming my rabbits in the pet room, I never gave you guys a tour and showed you everything ahead in there. So that's what I'm going to do today. I also have had so many of you guys asking about this pen. I do want to do a more official review, but I am going to give you my first thoughts on it and link it down below. Right when you enter, here's a quick overview of the room. My rabbits do have full free roam of the room, but the sugar glider's cage is in here. And when I do have my rabbits on another area of the house when they're having out of cage time, I do also let the sugar gliders free roam in this room, so it's kind of multi-purpose. But today, we're just going to be focusing on the rabbit stuff. Right when you walk in, there's this wooden laundry hamper, and this is what I use to store their hay. This is actually what I'm supposed to use to store their hay, but I'm actually out, if you can tell by the very minimal short end of the bag clippings. So I'm going to get more tomorrow. Right on top of their hay box, I have this box that I've literally had for years, and this is what I use for their pellets. Sherwood brand of pellets, and I do miss a little bit of the rosewood garden select herbs in there, so let's sprinkle that around to give them some good scatter feeding opportunity. Holy cow. Next to this hay box is this covered litter box. It's completely empty. But I do like to use it as a carrier just around the house when I don't want to get their official carrier out, because this is just a little bit easier. I do also have these little water bowls right here because I'm trying to be better at filling up their water multiple times during the day. So it's really easy for me to just bring a cup down and pour a little bit into the bowls. The room is carpeted, but I actually made these DIY laminate flooring areas, which I really love because it makes the cleaning super easy. So this area is just kind of placed on top of the carpet. So right here is where we used to have their cage, and now it's just kind of become a home base for them. I really do like having it because they love having the separation of this wall. This is where I do most of their feedings, just to make sure that it's not going to stain the carpet. They have both their litter box. I know they need a lot more hay. Please don't yell at me. I'm going to go tomorrow. I have some vegetable scrappings just of what they're getting fed today. They have 2 plastic toys that they enjoy throwing, but my rabbits don't play with toys very much, especially being bonded to each other. They also have a stainless steel water bowl over here. A little bit farther in the cage, they have this little hay mat, and they have another automatic water feeder. I really want to replace this with another stainless steel one because for those of you that don't know, plastic isn't the best even for humans to drink out of, and especially for animals. I get so many questions about this clear pen. I just got this off of Amazon, and it's about $45, but there's actually a lot of different options. They mainly differ in the size of the panels. There's some that are 12 by 12, which would be a little bit short for rabbits unless you wanted to stack it too high. But I think would be great for something like guinea pigs or even hamsters for a playpen. Each one of these panels is 18 inches long and 29 inches high. I have mine set up so that it's 29 inches high, but if you do have a baby rabbit or a rabbit that's not a big jumper, you could technically have it 18 inches high as well. They put together just like CNC grids do, so it's really easy. You have these little connector tabs. You just pop these on and you can put all of them together. Every pack comes with 12 panels. The main disadvantage is that these don't actually come with a gate. So if I did have this panel on, the only way for you to get, the only way for you to get inside the cage is to either step over it, which isn't too high at 29 inches, or what you can also do is just remove one of the panels. However, I did you guys a big favor and I spent some time scrolling on Amazon, and I actually found the exact pen that I have with a gate that comes with it. The gate isn't a clear part, so you guys can decide which version you'd like. So I'm also going to link that down below. And for the same price I paid of $45 for this pen, I actually found a pen that comes with the base that comes. So the base is just square tiles of the same material that you could have to put on the bottom. I think this would be amazing if you're working on carpet or if you have a baby and you're still working on litter box training, because my main thing that I love about these is how easy they are just to clean. They're not perfectly clear. You could probably get them a little bit neater than I have, but I think that they look really chic in a room, and they give the effect of those plexiglass cages without the price tag. Next to the pen, I have this really long tunnel here. Tunnels are one of my rabbits' favorite toys, and they definitely make use of this one. Then over by the tunnel, we have this window area, and underneath I have this really pretty table with both of these chairs. This is another place that I always see the rabbits flopped over. There's also just a little cardboard box there, just because my rabbits, as you guys can see, love to go in it. And sometimes I'll have food in there as another foraging toy. Then moving right along over, this is mainly the sugar gliders area, but the rabbits do also sometimes get fed on here. I also do have this really cool cat toy down here, which is super fun. There's just a little ball that they can pat over. To be completely honest, the sugar gliders use this more than the rabbits, but I still have it here in case the rabbits decide to use it. There's also a little bowl on top in case they decide to add water or some food. Moving past the cage is this area with a lot more toys. I actually made all of these 3 toys, and there's going to be a tutorial. Excuse me. There's no respect in this house. They're stuck. What's your plan? Oh my gosh. Holy. What are they doing? What you doing? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Anyways, going back to this corner, there's these 3 DIY toys that I made. This is a cardboard woven mat. This is like a triangular tunnel, and this is probably one of my favorite toys ever. I never seen anything like this, but I wanted to make it. It's this big roll, so they can roll it around, which they do quite often. And inside is another cardboard ball, just something else for them to roll around in, and just some different stimuli. This cardboard woven mat was super easy to make, and they love feeding on it because the pellets get all in these little holes, and they have to pull at the tabs, and it keeps them entertained for hours. Huh. Then back there is this little triangular cardboard tunnel. And over here, I just have these slabs of wood that are resting to kind of continue the tunnel. I want my dad to help me put these up as shelves for the rabbits because I think that would be really cool, but we just haven't gone around to it yet. Moving on, we're coming back to the end. Over here is just this giant dog bed that I don't see them using too often, but I do want to leave it in here because I like sitting on it. Oh, who sees Butchin? Hi. So, wait, oh my gosh, are they going to try again? I don't even know why I try to set it up. They just have their own plans. As per the rabbit's request, we already reorganized because they love being able to go behind this. I have no idea why. Hi, what you doing? So this is the entire tour. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Of course, there are things that I will do differently and things that I'll add. I think it's really important with rabbits that you don't have setups stay stagnant and you're always trying new things because they're just so intelligent and they really do enjoy the enrichment. Some things that I really want to add in here would be a really nice tall cat tower. I just haven't found one that I like that hasn't been used by cats. I want to see if I can find one that someone is selling locally because it's so much cheaper. I don't want one that cats have been on because I'd also like to use it for my sugar gliders, and sugar glider and cat saliva don't mix. I also think having like a really natural jute rug in here would be really pretty because I just love the look of them and the rabbits can actually chew on it. They're just kind of expensive and I haven't been able to justify the price just to have something in the pet room that the rabbits are probably going to ruin, but that's also on the list. I also do want to replace that plastic water jug with something stainless steel only because it's so much more hygienic and better for the animals. I feel like as pet keepers, we're always talking about the importance of having a good diet, but what's arguably more important is that you're feeding a good and quality water source, so I'm on the lookout for that. So that's everything. See you guys next time. Bye.